We're gonna get copyright strikes. We're live.
Huh?
We're live. Get it off.
Okay. What, can you hear what?
Copyright strikes, yes.
Oh, you can hear the thing?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Guys, as you can see, this is how we start. Hey, lady Shan, none less, Boxology with Shan. And with...
Come on, dream it, believe it, become it, fam. Wait, Shan, you look like some Jamaican housewife.
At this moment in time, I am a Jamaican housewife. We've got someone that wants to join us already. Come
on, I do love the determination, regardless of your status in health. You're still going at it, bruv. You're like, fam, I don't care. Boxing's on, so we got to talk about it. So big up.
I just want to let everybody know, like, I'm on a corona watch. I actually take the test tomorrow morning, and we shall see. I haven't been very well since Monday, but hey, for the love of the sport, we're doing it with my energy. You got
to listen. You got to be like Manny Pacquiao. Don't take the test, fam.
Don't take the test. You get me? You just have to take the test. We don't know what's going to show. My shoulder is hurting me, and I do it for the Philippines. Yeah, that is yeah. Pacquiao, we don't want to know what was really in your urine sample, for real.
Anyway, it is what it is.
Should we bring in the other person, because I don't know who this person is?
Who's the other person? What's his name?
His name is Tony Cesay. But
Tony
Cesay
is Anthony Yard's amateur trainer, and also he's in the gym with us. What's going on, Tony?
Yes, my man.
Bro, Tony's always great.
Tony, did you get? Are we on the group? Are we on the WhatsApp group chat? Are you on it?
Yes.
Great stuff. Great stuff. I don't even know who I'm talking to.
Tony's one of them, man. There, Tony's everywhere, mate. Like, you can't get rid of him.
Nice to meet you, I love listening to the lovely boxing talk.
Yeah. You just love listening to see the lovely girl's face. That's all you're fucking on it for, mate.
She's lovely.
Tony,
She's
you
lovely.
know what I've been going through, innit? You've seen it on the group chat, innit?
But the main thing is that she's strong. We don't get many female who love boxing and can stand up for themselves. You know what I mean?
Yes, Tone.
So that's why I've always got a good ear. But when
thank you.
You know, it's good. It's good to hear other people's debates. You know,
absolutely, and opinions, and definitely that's why we jumped straight on her, Tone. We got the manage. We got her under the thumb. We're managing her as well, Tone. So you know where it is. we move quick right here. You got snap them up.
Can she fight?
Nah. She's not a fighter. No, she's a fighter with a spirit, but she ain't.
We've gone beyond those years. Those years was thrown back, way back in our Tone. We left court orders, community service.
Come on, Lady Chan's OG. But you good though, T?
Yes, good, my man.
Has Bilal been down there today?
Bilal was there yesterday.
Okay,
yesterday. We make him run. I make him run. He's never gonna feel like that again.
Good. Keep him up. You know he's a young guy, and you got to toughen him up.
Make him do them important big shots.
Yes, definitely,
To get him nice and fit mentally. Just a mental thing.
That's the key. You know, the game is as I said, the game is 95% mental. So you know, you got to toughen him up mentally. Definitely.
Yeah, that's all it is. That's all they take. That's all they need. You know what I mean?
Good stuff. Right.
How's everything yourself, son?
I can never complete. That means someone else wants to tap in. No,
all good. You know,
someone else is. Oh,
Anne's doing as well as he can. You know, Anne's doing his thing. We're all resting. Everybody's resting. You know, it's been a long year for us, Tone. You know, it's been a long year, challenging mentally, and now it's just time to rest. Time to rest and recuperate.
You know what I think?
Go on.
I just think that when everything has come around, You know,
yes.
If this match would have happened 7-8 months ago, it would have been different.
Yes.
It would have been different. You gotta remember the outlook. A lot of people don't understand what the young boy's gone through.
Bloody hell.
Through parents and and aunts and nans and dad. They're all passed.
100%.
So that must affect a fight. If one person passes in your family, however strong you may feel, it affects you. So I think that the boy is gonna still be a champ because you still got the qualities there.
100%. 100%.
There in the boy. All it is a blip.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
these things when the kid rushes at this
Chann,
point
stop chatting.
and he tries to do it in this way, things happen.
Yes. The main thing is the mindset, and we just keep strong.
The mindset. And he's got the mindset. He's got the mindset to say, right, let me start again. Let me do this and do that. You know what I mean? That's it.
100%. All right, Tone.
You see the more determined champ.
Yes.
I'm telling
That's
you.
it. That's it.
You're gonna see the more determined champ because he won't. You know what, Tune? When I was gonna tell him about, because with this lockdown,
yes,
he was moving around the same way. Do you understand? You know when we move around with anybody, everybody.
Yes.
And what it is, we probably got so tied up in that same way of moving around. He's taken the same thing into this bout. What do you think?
I don't know. I just go by what you said prior to that, and that was it's been a big year, a long year.
I think the kid's gone so much, disarray, and everything is gone topsy-turvy for him, So I think with all that long delay of not fighting, them 8 months, you know what I mean? Like, and then having that fight, which was totally different again. Yeah?
Yes.
Totally different. He stopped the guy. The other fella didn't stop the guy.
Yeah, of course. You know what? See me, Tone. I'll be honest with you. See me, I don't make excuses.
No,
I don't make excuses, and I don't look for excuses.
No, you don't have to, but it's other people like myself.
So me and the Xavier just leave.
Yeah. So you're going to some personal, bro. That's a personal conversation, bro. You're fucking opening up.
Yeah, we're gonna do prediction. We're gonna do prediction because I'm playing of coronavirus.
So what will happen is me and you will pick up the phone and we'll have our own personal chat in our own personal time. Right now, we're talking about GGG fight tonight. Shaq Peters fight tonight against Craig Richards. And Canelo.
It's not our show. It's not Shann's show today. It's Tunde and Tony's.
Tony, listen, let's get on with the show. Good to you, Tony. I'll speak to you on the phone anyway, my man.
Yes.
Are you staying for predictions, Tony?
Me. Yes. Well, both of them. I just like a good fight. I know both. I know Craig more because we go to the gym in Brentford and we move around with some of the boys. I've got some of the good talented kids who want to join them professional ranks in the years to come. So I get them prepared by moving around with some good guys.
I just want to pause just to welcome Xavier Miller. Like, this is a shock. A nice one, Xavier. Thanks for joining us.
Come on, when I'm in the building.
EJ, Shann's on. Get on, I bet. For you, Xavier was probably trying to have a chilled out Friday.
I've got to go to the gym at 7 to go and train.
So we're gonna. So I appreciate. We'll chop it up then. What we're going with, like.
Jay, what's going on?
Come on, bro. You the big man, bro. You man are all lucky to have me on this thing right now because you know I'm the man. It's that celebrity, bruv. It's that celebrity fit club in the building, bruv. Tunde's here. But don't worry, you man are all my brothers and my sisters. I love each and every one of you. And we're going to chop this thing up and just talk about boxing. So, yeah, it's all love.
So we're going to start with, shall we just like skip like the Triple G thing? Or we want to start with predictions with Smith and Alvarez?
Yeah, let's start there.
Yeah. Right, so I'm going to go first because it's my show. So, everyone laugh. But, so my thoughts are on this is that, okay, you've got the 168 champion, Callum Smith, undefeated, 6'3", mad. Really, he should be. He probably walks around as light heavy in real life. Let's be honest. And some more. Yeah, definitely. I think he should lose up. But okay, so what I'm going to break it down is that I think this is going to go the distance. Canelo Alvarez hasn't been knocked out. To my greatest knowledge, he's only had one loss with Money May. So, and that fight was wicked, boy. I don't see him being knocked out, but I don't rule it out in its entirety because Callum packed the punch. The most his resume is what kind of like takes me up. I've seen the George Groves fight? Yeah, and I've seen his skills. He packs a good old punch. The reason why I think it goes to distance is because, and if it does go to distance, the powers that be are never going to let Canelo lose. It's just not going to happen. So that's what I'm calling it. Canelo, pound for pound, I put him down at number 2 now, under Bud, in my opinion. But he's sick. I've heard, when this guy hits, the sound effect, it sounds like people put sound effects on. Because he is so dense and it's so he's gonna rock up and he scores points. He's gonna flush. He's gonna score some flush ones on Callum. I don't care about his height deficit. He's gonna. I know within his training camp, and he's always had to fight. You know, taller fighters, and his sparring in training camp. I'm sure they've had to get tall people for him to spar him. So he's gonna have to be able to, you know, hit Callum with some good body blows to kind of disable Callum, because I don't know, Callum is going for the knockout, I'm hearing, and obviously he'll have him at the end of a jab, but Callum's jab is not a jab that just keeps you pacified, it's a jab that also does damage. So I always do worry about the height deficit, but I have more faith in Canelo that he can handle that. Been in the game, 20 years. So yeah, I'm going by points, and it's going to be Canelo winning by points. Canelo, I don't think he's going to be able to Callum, but don't quote me on it. But actually quote me on it, because this is what we're here for. So yeah, that's my prediction. Yeah, in its entirety. We can pick and bits, but I would like to hear everybody else's and agree.
So first of all, there's a lot of echoing coming back from you, I think, Shan.
It's not from me.
It might be from Tony. I don't know. But there's a lot of feedback.
What I'll do is, if you're not speaking, I'll mute now.
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
Who's that?
I muted Tony.
Yeah, so it's Tony's phone. All right then.
I'm mute.
Yeah. All right, so I'll mute Tony until it's Tony's time to speak. I want to hear from. Let's hear from Xavier. Let's hear from Xavier.
Right?
Yeah. Let's hear from Xavier, because Xavier's got to go to. Zav's got to go training.
Xavier, where you gone? You go, because I don't know where Xavier's gone. Oh, hang on, one sec. I think Xavier came in and then came out. I know. One sec. There you are. There you are, Xavier. You go. Yeah, yeah, because we didn't know where you went. So
yeah, let's hear.
I would say.
Yeah.
I would say with the Canelo and Smith fight, I think we don't really know how good Smith is, because his best win is a victory over George Groves, but George Groves retired straight after that fight. So Canelo's got, he's beaten world-class fighters over and over again. So the resume is there for Canelo. Tactically, I think a lot of these tall guys, with this height advantage, need to stop going backwards all the time, because you can control range going forward being a taller fighter. And I think if he can try and control Canelo on the back foot, he'd have more success. If you just try and out-jab him the whole fight, he's going to close him down and start working the body. So I think he should take advantage of the height that he's got, the power that he's got, and try and keep Canelo at the end of his punches, and sometimes, step forward and control the range that way. I think he'd have more success. I think if he tries to win this fight going back, honestly, with just a jab,
it's not going to work.
I don't see it working. That's just my opinion. But it's a good. Canelo, one of these days, this natural weight he keeps giving away, he's going to have to pay for it one of these days. He does take risks. So I give him a lot of credit. And not a big fight. I rate Canelo Smith technically sound. So it's a good fight. Yeah, it's a good fight.
Yeah.
Is that Tony Cesay?
Yeah.
What's going on, Tony?
That's
not Tony Cesay, is it?
Yeah, it is Tony Cesay.
Oh my God! Wait, everybody's here.
Bro.
Okay.
Come on, this is Boxology with Chann.
Okay.
You forgot. Sorry, Tone. Let me unmute you. Xavier was just saying hi. He didn't realise it was you, Tone. I didn't even know I've been in a group chat with you for the past month.
Tone.
Tone?
Yeah.
Where's Tony?
Yeah, Tone, why do you sound like you're talking?
I'm listening because I can't hear it properly. So I've got another thing. I've got another my ears so I can hear you properly.
So Xavier just realised it's you and he's hailing you up saying hello. It's Xavier Miller.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. He's saying
can
hello.
You hear me?
I can still hear you guys. I'm still walking to the gym. I can still hear you.
Yeah. No worries. Yeah, Tone. Your line is really bad. You sound like you're at the sea.
Tony, it sounds like he's
I'm trying to move around.
Yeah, your line's a bit. You got more to say?
Yeah, the line is a bit tricky. It cuts off from things.
Yeah.
You can be clear.
Yeah, okay. What's your prediction? Yeah.
Well, prediction-wise, I do like. I know the Smith brothers well, and we box for England together. So they're great family, boxing family. I think, Canelo's the man, isn't he? He's like he's like the man. I think I love Canelo, So you've got to really say to yourself, who's gonna really, who's got the surprise limit to really make something happen. We all know what Canelo has. It's Callum Smith that really has to put it on the plate, and for me, I like the outsider. I like an outsider. So for me, I know that Callum can really play out, and then he can hit hard. He can hit hard. So if he can catch him with a good shot, take him all the way, and you know that's all you expect for him.
It'd be a first though.
Have a good fight.
It'd be a first for Canelo to go down, then, wouldn't it? It'd be a first for Canelo to go down, then, wouldn't it?
Yeah, true.
So I'm thinking, what's the likelihood? Because Canelo is for light heavyweight, which all right, naturally, Callum is, but he's fought at light heavyweight. If I'm not wrong, so I'm sure he's used to being hit. He's got a good chin, Canelo. So the likelihood of him going down is still a bit. It's not major, is it? But anything could happen because he's been in the ring with harder hitters than a Callum Smith, right? With an official light heavyweight, and still wasn't dropped, right?
Yeah.
So the likelihood of Callum dropping him. Anything can happen, but the likelihood.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's unlikely, but you know, in boxing, strange things happen, you know. So
yeah, I know.
You never know what happens in his week. You know, Callum could. You know, a dog chasing you. Run as fast as you can.
Yeah.
And it's the same effect. You've got someone you know, Canelo, you're gonna use every bit of energy you've got to try and win that fight. And when you know, and if he can pull something back, good luck to him because you know, belts all back here and we can all fight over him here.
Do that.
Yes.
Hang on, let me get out the buzzing. One sec.
Yeah.
Toad, I'll just have to mute you just for a little minute, yeah? Just to stop the interference. Go ahead, T.
Dream it, believe it, become it.
Go on, Joe.
Bruv, you know I'm on this thing. But anyway, let me just say, it's an honor and a pleasure to be online with the great Tony Cesay and the great Xavier Miller and the one and only, the beautiful Leona Chann. looking more like Mama Sham right now.
I am.
You got a little Jamaican. No, we don't even use that word. We don't even want that word around us. But we call it the vid. We don't even call it Corona. We call it the vid. But anyway, let's talk boxing. This is an amazing fight. One that I feel is not going to be determined by height and reach, because I think that, you know, Canelo turned pro 2005. He's been in the game 15 years.
Yeah.
There ain't gonna be much what he hasn't seen. You know, at the ripe old age or the ripe young age of 23, he fought arguably the greatest fighter of our generation, Floyd Mayweather. So I don't think height is really gonna come into this. And Canelo
was similar height.
but Canelo's wide, and that's why I say Canelo has really learned all the tricks from Floyd. You know, the hydration clause in the contract. I'm telling you that Canelo is gonna outweigh Callum on the night. I'm telling you that for a fact.
Tonight.
That's why they got the hydration clause. But that's what Floyd done to Canelo.
No, that's what Canelo done to Floyd.
No, how?
No. Okay, but meaning when Canelo came in and rehydrated, he was 165.
No, but what I'm saying is there was a hydration clause. Remember, it was Canelo that said he would fight Floyd at 152. I think it was, and Floyd said
came in at 165.
No, man. Oh, no, maybe on the night. I don't know what the hydration clause was.
On the weigh-in, he made weight, but when he rehydrated, he was 165, and Floyd lost weight. Floyd was 149.5.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is the whole process of losing weight for the weigh-in in 24 hours, physically and mentally, you're done. It's draining.
Yeah.
It's draining. And you're not the same person on fight night, regardless if you've had 24 hours or such to rehydrate. So Canelo's very smart in doing that, in getting that rehydration clause in there. And as I say, he's sparring with Frank Sanchez, the heavyweight, who's just as tall as Callum, punches way harder than Callum.
Yeah.
And I think that he'll be adequately prepared for that kind of, thing that's going to be in front of him.
Sure.
I've said it. I have said it publicly. I do want Callum to win. My heart wants Callum Smith to win. But you just got to look at the opponent's Canelo's fault compared to the opponent's Callum's fault. It's just a different league. It's just a different
52 fights, one loss.
I mean, look at Canelo's last 5 fights. Kovalev, Sergey Kovalev, KO.
Yeah.
Before that, Danny Jacobs.
Yeah.
Before that, who did I think it was Rocky Fielding. He KO'd Rocky in 3.
Yeah,
he really just
there's going to be a Rocky Fielding.
Yeah. He played with Rocky Fielding, and then prior to that, GGG twice. That's
Triple
level.
G.
Yeah. You understand? That's levels, and I just feel that. But as I said yesterday on The Fight Is Right, I said that the stars might just be aligned for Callum because he's a young man. Out of all the Smith brothers, Tony Cesay will back me on this. They've always had the biggest potential for Callum. They've always wanted Callum. They've always thought that Callum was going to be the one that does the best.
Yeah.
So it could be just Callum's night. The whole COVID situation, the whole fan situation. I think that who knows? It could be Callum's night. So my heart wants Callum. My head is saying Canelo by KO.
Yeah. Bars. Welcome to Boxing Live.
Yeah, what's going on? I'm glad everyone. Tunde, Lady Sham, Tony C.
Hold on. Wait there. You see when I'm on the thing, you see the energy. Everybody has to come to the source, fam. The source. Everybody has to come. That's what I do,
you're so humble.
That's what I do, bro. But this is what I'm saying. The man at the top has to be humble, and I tell you why. Before EJ, you talk.
You're not humble. That's my point.
Man, listen. Let me tell you why it's misconceived or misperceived. The man at the top has to be giving. I'm a giver. I want EJ to bust. I want Tony to bust. I want Xavier to bust. I want Chann to bust. So that is the humility. It may not be shown like that, but the man at the top has to display and have these qualities. I want Tony Cesay to be on TV. I want EJ to be on TV. I want Xavier to be on TV. This is how I move. So anyway,
we were on TV.
Yeah. So without further, EJ's been on there, Xavier's on there, Tony's been on there, but I want it to be a regular thing. So big up EJ Boxing Live. Let's go. EJ's come with his microphone. Plug.
I know. Not playing. Oh well, we're having gymnastics in the background.
We got pep talk in the building.
I know. I'm gonna definitely. Let me just. Just let me. Lord God, I can hear domestics. 1 second. 1 second. Mute that, yeah? Yeah, all right. We've got go on, Tim. You still was talking.
Yeah, all right. No, I was saying let's answer a few questions. So Destroy YouTube says, I'm picking Smith to keep the jab in his face, stay moving and get the decision. Upset of the year.
Yeah, it could be. Like you said, Tun, it could be an upset of the year.
Well, I think that it's going to be of a decade if it happens.
Yeah.
It ain't just a year. That's a decade because Canelo is a marketing machine. The whole of Mexico comes to a standstill. I think they say 1 in 3 Mexicans stop and watch Canelo fight. That's serious. So it's gonna be, but listen, stranger things have happened. That's why I say dream it, believe it, become it. But anyway, EJ, you're looking a bit older there, mate. Brother, I remember as a young boy when you look
good.
sharp, fam.
Don't listen to Tunde. You look good. EJ, you look good.
Listen, this ain't no girl thing.
I'm telling you.
Listen, you never let me finish my sentence. What I'm saying is, EJ looks older, wiser, more sophisticated, sharper.
Right,
he looks, bruv, he's a man in the game. He knows the thing. So pick up EJ. Come on, let's see. I can't wait to hear what you got to say, bro. Let's go.
Yo, bro. Hey, first and foremost, this is an all-star panel. I'm privileged to be over here, boy. Like, to come over and give my take. But you know what? Hey, listen, I don't know. Obviously, my take is gonna be good as yours because I'm sure you guys put expertise on your predictions. I'm gonna go in like this, yeah. Callum Smith can make history, by beating Canelo. If he's gonna make history, he's time. He's young. He's got the height. He's got the reach. He ain't with Canelo's no longer with De La Hoya, so he hasn't got that expert matchmaking. And then the way I look at it is that they've kind of plied him away. If Callum's gonna make a dent in history, this is the time, bro. Like, I mean, he's got everything for him. Everyone's looking at Canelo, but they've actually weighed in purposely. I think what 168? Is it 168?
Yes.
So they're both on weight
on the dot.
Yeah, Canelo's gonna be a fight for his life. Trust me, because I don't see. Look, the boxing always works if a man can use his height and reach properly. Yeah, as Tunde knows. As Tunde knows the other weekend, it could be a problem. But all it comes down to is that even that is subjective when it comes to the judges. Because if you're the home fighter, you should get the judges. I think the fight's in Texas. So it's incumbent on Callum Smith to push the pace and try and take it from the champion. Even though they're both champions, he's from England. So my prediction is this. The biggest upset in British history. I'm going with Callum Smith. You know what? I reckon Canelo is that time. I had enough of his cherry picking. I had enough of his weight clause. I had enough of all the dodge, all the little things he's been getting away with Oscar De La Hoya.
They have to fight like Bo.
When Don King had Larry Holmes, right? This is for you guys, Don King had Larry Holmes, right? Larry Holmes, was just about to beat Rocky Masters' record. He broke up with Don King. And he signed with Butch Lewis. And Butch Lewis had Michael Spinks. And you kind of know what happened in that promotion there. This is a similar situation. He's left Oscar De La Hoya. He's no longer protected no more. Yeah, he's no longer protected. This is the youngest guy he's fought for a while. And there's no weight clause. Callum is going to put a beating on him first couple of rounds. I can see Canelo finally his weight. But I think Callum's going to win the fight. Very close to this point decision, Callum. But people are going to say, yeah, but Oscar De La Hoya, he's so influential, but he hasn't got that no more. You know what I mean? I've heard it was the trainer and Eddie. They arranged it. I've seen this situation with Manny Pacquiao. Not Manny Pacquiao, Marco Antonio Barrera. He signed on his first fight. Right. On his very first fight, they signed with Barrera signed with Oscar De La Hoya, right? Yeah. And they put him against this young Pacquiao, right? But who's moving up the weights. Yeah, these sort of things happen in these kind of what I'm trying to say is the promotional people behind them, like they kind of like sometimes they make mistakes. And I think at this point, Eddie Hearn and the rest of the team, they got it right. And when I look at the reach and the height, I can't ignore that. Wild. I can't ignore that Canelo had a knee injury, right, going into the Triple G fight. But Triple G, you don't have to worry about that because the man's coming forward. Callum can use his reach and height properly, effectively. And make man
on the back foot.
Can let's outpoint him. You know what I mean? So it's hard, but it's like you gotta look at it like this, Man like Canelo's had everything his own way, everything in this way. This is not a fight that if Oscar De La Hoya was with him, would he pick this fight? They would have put Yildridge, but because he's not with Oscar De La Hoya and the fighter. This is the thing about the fighter. The fighter always wants the toughest fights, but it's up to your team to pick fights that it's gonna be hard, but they know you can win. So in this one. I predict the upset on points. That's how I pick it. I've got Callum Smith winning it on points. Close points.
Coolio.
Well, I mean, listen, first of all, I say they're both the same age. So the youth don't really come into it. The experience plays a part, but they're both the same age. They're both 30 years old. Yeah. So that really is not an age thing.
No. First time he's fought a guy the same age. He's fighting guys older all the time.
So but again, I mean, one of the first conversations I ever had with or disagreements I had with Chann was about this cherry picking thing.
Yeah.
That Canelo. But I'm saying, how can you say Austin Trout, Floyd Mayweather, Arguello, Lara, Curtin, Cotto, Khan, Smith, Cesar Chavez Jr., Golovkin twice, Danny Jacobs, Sergey Kovalev. How can you call that cherry picking?
Did I use the word cherry picking?
Yeah, that's what you said.
Did I? Matchmate, he's been matched very well.
Well, that's what you said. But again, this is my argument, and Xavier can back me up on this. Xavier can back me up on this.
Yeah, go on.
What is a man supposed to do? Are you supposed to put your guy in there to lose? Then that's the wrong mentality.
But that's what's happening. But you see, the thing is, the Lara fight, arguably lost that fight. And the Trout fight, when I scored that fight, I had Trout winning, but it's
Wait there, hold on. You just said arguably he lost the Trout fight. Yeah. He thought so, but he got the decision. The same you mentioned last week. I could say the same thing.
Yeah, I know.
So the point what I'm saying is we can't really call Canelo a cherry picker because he's fought the best fighters and he's faced the biggest tests. Again,
who's the best in the division
right now?
Yeah, you got the Charlo brothers, and you got Demetrius Andrade. And up in light heavyweight, Sergio Cordova's not the best in that way either. So what I'm saying is
Cesay.
What in light heavyweight? Bird beef.
Listen.
Light heavyweight.
No, but this is what I'm trying to say. You're talking about now, and you're talking about what these guys have done in order to call themselves the best fighters of the division. And right now, the same could be the same way you're saying the Charlos. Why didn't Callum Smith fight the Charlos?
Because he knows there's no money in it.
What are that? There you go. So Hold on. You said it right again. All I'm doing is just showing you what you're saying. You just said there's no money in it. So that's what the game is about. The game is prize fighting. Of course. That's what professional boxing is about. So so whatever you can get the biggest fight and the most money, that's what we're picking. So if you want to call that cherry picking, then it's not through an individual, but it's not. It's prize fighting, fam. We're in it to make money. That's what it's about. Anybody who thinks it's anything different, they're not in the sport. So that's what it's about. It's about making the most money with the opponent. This ain't an easy, as you said. This on paper, this ain't an easy fight for Canelo. It's a very I'm like you. You know, I went and I said I feel that if the time is right, it's gonna be now. For Callum to beat Canelo. Ain't gonna be no other time. This is the time. But that's my heart talking. That's my heart talking. Fam, when we're talking about everything else, and the reason why I've come in is when have you seen Callum Smith box on the back foot?
He's gonna have to do it tomorrow.
He's gonna have to do it.
That's what I'm saying.
Come on, Xavier.
He has to fight like Bo. He has to fight like Bo in this fight. He has to be aggressive with the jab. He has to get on the back foot, and then when he gets inside, he's got to get the better of him. Bo could fight inside and outside. He's gonna have to do that. He's not gonna be able to beat this guy outside with just one long jab. That's not gonna work. It won't work.
Right.
It won't, and it definitely won't be enough to get a decision. It won't be enough.
And the thing is can a leopard change their spots? Can Smith do something that he's never done before against a fighter that can do it all of that caliber? So that's why I'm saying my heart wants Smith, but my head is saying Canelo by KO.
Yeah.
Canelo by KO. Okay. Canelo by KO. This is a mad one, but I was gonna send it to you this morning, Tunde. Like, do you remember we was having the conversation like briefly about this on WhatsApp, and I was like saying that I feel that it's gonna go to points, and it was like, and you was like, I can't remember what you said, and I was like, the powers that be won't let. And then like a few hours after that, I thought I was looking through my suggestions, and Teddy Atlas's podcast come up, and it had the caption about just his prediction, and it's so mad, and I'm slightly a bit gassed that Teddy Atlas used the exact same terminology as me. He said the exact same thing. I said that Callum's a big puncher. He's a good puncher. But the powers that be, if it does have to go to, and now I'm also paraphrasing in what Teddy Atlas said as well. If it does have to go to points, the powers that be will never, as corrupt or as good or as unfair or as fair, whatever angle you want to grab it, that sounds. The powers that be will never let Canelo lose on points to Callum Smith.
I'll be honest with you.
I can feel Lewis holding for one coming.
Sorry,
I can feel Lewis be holding for one coming. I can see Callum doing well, but not getting maybe getting a draw.
When I see Eddie Hearn in the zone, right? Eddie Hearn in the zone, right? They're the leading promoters, yeah. So if it's close, I'm going with Eddie Hearn. You know what I mean? De La Hoya, like I said, De La Hoya is not involved. Canelo Alvarez has his promotion outfit. Even though it's in Texas, it's in the zone still.
And with the zone part of Eddie part of
Eddie Hearn, you see what I'm trying to say to you? I understand what you guys talk about politics, yeah. But like I said, if Oscar De La Hoya was involved, I'd say that, but they've cut him off. Obviously they've cut him off. They've paid him off. He's not involved, yeah. So he's not involved. I'm going with the guy who's got power. Eddie Hearn. Canelo Alvarez has got a promotional thing. It's Alvarez. I think it's Canelo Promotions, but they're the starting. It's their first promotional thing. And I said it already. Like on the first promotional thing, this is where the trouble comes in. And I'm trying to say, and look, it's not like I'm an expert, 100% I'm going to be right because I've been found wrong before. But in these situations, I think it's like Tunde said, yeah, it's the perfect timing and we'll see. Canelo's supposed to win. He's supposed to do everything. That's easy for me to say he's going to win. He's going to win by knockout. What I'm looking at is the intangibles of why I think Callum could pull it off. And I still can't ignore what man's bringing in. The reach of what is huge. And if he uses it properly, man's got to work hard to get past that. And the height of differentiations. You know what I'm trying to say? So, and nothing as well. Callum, before the fight, he fought John Ryder, who's kind of the dimensions. The only thing is he's a southpaw, right? And he looked terrible in that fight. But if he's learned from that fight, then he should be able to give Canelo some problem. Everyone's talking about the power. Well, my man's coming down. When you come down from weight, doesn't that drain your power? I'm just saying. Usually.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I said. That was my point.
That
was my point. We're calling Smith a power puncher, but a power puncher against who?
No. I didn't say he's a power puncher. I said he's a good puncher. He has a good punch. He's not a power puncher. He's not effectively a power puncher. He's a good puncher.
In your opinion, would Canelo have stopped John Ryder?
I don't know.
In my opinion,
I'm not too sure. You know why I say that? Who's Canelo stopped at 168?
This is the.
As far as I know, he's only fought Rocky Felding at 168, and he
struggled with that guy as well.
He never struggled. He target practice.
He won on points, but he didn't blow him out.
No. Canelo stopped Rocky Felding easy.
It took him a long while, though, didn't it? It wasn't like straight.
3 rounds, fam. 3 rounds.
Early.
Rocky Felding. Hey, you know what? Rocky Felding should have been there. That's cool. Rocky Felding should have even been there.
Right, listen. You talk.
So what are you saying? Because he's
wait.
I'm mediating. So what are you guys saying? Because he's 168, is there going to be a power deficit?
That's what I think. Because this is where the Canelo weight come in. Kolev, he drained Kolev, right? Down to weight. Weight. We know this, right? Because this is where Oscar De La Hoya comes in. They're very smart. He trains people in between weights. So what we're saying is that he's naturally probably at 6 because he can't make. He really should be, in my opinion, probably a natural middleweight or 154. But because they've been doing Canelo, right? Naturally, he should be naturally around their weight.
A middleweight,
yeah, because of the height and everything. But he's so lazy, and he's eating that tainted meat with all the steroids in it. Listen, I gotta lay it out, bro. We have to lay it out, bro.
No.
He's getting away. He's got away with a lot of things because he's one of their biggest experts.
But this is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, wait, EJ, go on.
EJ, have you seen Canelo in the flesh?
Yeah, you know I was at the same press conference. No, I was in the Mayweather. The press conference after I was there. Me and Xavier was there.
So then you know that Canelo is a wide character. His frame is very wide. And what I'm saying is, Canelo is doing the same thing to Callum Smith, which he done to Rocky Fielding, which is the rehydration clause. And putting that clause in the contract is gonna make Canelo the harder puncher on the night.
1 second. Is there a rehydration clause?
Yes, fam.
What's the limit?
I'm not too sure what the limit is.
But I think it was quite fair. It wasn't. It was quite fair.
But what I'm trying to say is, based on that, Canelo is moving it into his advantage. And guess what? Same thing. What happened when De La Hoya fought Pacquiao? They drain out De La Hoya. You see what I'm saying? Then Floyd drain out Canelo, and the same thing is happening to Rocky Fielding. So basically, the point I'm making is the pros that you're saying for Smith is really diminished, because Canelo has made sure he's put this ball right in his court, and because of that, my heart is saying Canelo by KO.
There isn't a rehydration clause.
The head.
Exactly. That's what I said. There isn't.
There isn't.
There isn't.
That's what I'm saying to you. There isn't. That's what Eddie Hearn made sure. Again, Oscar De La Hoya is not involved. Thank you very much, Chann. Also, the brother had faced him as well. The brothers faced him as well. So the brothers come with his knowledge as well. When it comes to these little things, the intangibles on the surface, but all these little things, they're mounting up to me that I see an upset man. That's what I used to say in WWE wrestling.
The experience of Canelo is going to be a problem, though.
We'll see. But I'm already put my leg. What's Tony saying? Who's Tony?
Yeah, sorry, Tony is muted because we got Mike. Toto, what do you say about the co-rehydration clause? What do you think is there a punch power deficit for Canelo being at 168?
I think the rehydration clause is a big thing. As you know, Tunde knows. All the pros know about these things where it's a trick in the where the other person and Canelo, he looks like, 2 days before the fight, and at the fight, he's alright, he looks stronger than anything. He always has been, he always does what he does. So, it'll be hard for him to win. I want Callum Smith to special. I hope the gods are on his side, and he can do something special. But like I say, it'll be the best thing in boxing history, something like that. Especially Liverpool. Young lad from Liverpool.
Terrible.
I hear that, well, Tom. But what I would say is that I've just just to back up what EJ and Chann is saying, there doesn't appear to be a rehydration clause in the fact.
Yes.
But what I would say is that Canelo has already fought at light heavy anyway, so you
need to mute Tony.
Yeah. Canelo's already fought at light heavyweight, and to be honest with you, he's probably the one that is going to be weighing heavier on the night, regardless of hydration clause or not. So again, he's fought against the bigger guy, he's fought against the taller guy. So we'll see. But I don't want to. I mean, me and EJ have really said the same thing. We think it's going to be a big upset. But that's my heart. My head is saying Canelo.
Yeah.
Xavier, I need to hear Xavier talk, because Xavier's a little kung fu man. He might come from a different perspective again.
We've got new guests as well.
We got Andy Gill, by the way, we got Andy Gill this day.
Andy Gill.
What's up, Andy?
What's happening?
What's going on?
You all good?
As I said, Andy Gill, this wouldn't be happening if Tunde Ajayi wasn't on that.
Me. Not because of you, King, because of me.
No.
Who's in the
You put the link in the group.
I put the link in the group, and they came to Chann. How you going to this none less?
I ain't say that. I ain't gonna say that. Right, carry on anyway.
Yo, Al.
Look, T.
What's that? Oh, Zab's talking someone. Andy Gill, what's your take?
What's happening, man?
What's going on, bro?
Yeah.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yeah, I'm good. I've got.
Good evening,
I think there's going to be a big upset. Smith's going to get it.
For reasons why?
Go on.
Why? Because I think if Smith uses his range and his boxing skills smartly, yeah, if he keeps it long, Canelo's got a lot of work to do. What is he? He's about 6 inches taller.
5'7".
Yeah, you think about the reach that man's got. If he's using his feet correctly and uses that jab correctly, Canelo's going to find it hard. He's going to get peppered up every single time. And you got to think the leverage he's got on punches.
Good at fighting like that.
That's what I'm trying to say. I'm telling you. Canelo, let me tell you something. But just
let
because of the
burn.
He comes
the
under.
height,
He comes under. He comes over top. He gets.
Andy, my thing is this: the height disparity really favors Canelo because Canelo is the master body puncher.
Thank you.
And Smith's frame is so long, brother.
Yeah.
So don't be surprised.
Yeah.
If Smith
Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised.
Trust me,
right uppercut.
Right. I'm gonna show you the shot.
Flip the jab, upper. We don't know what Chinn's like. I'd be lying if I said I did. I don't know what Callum's chin's like, so we don't know if he's got if he gets an uppercut, if he's going to be good night, God bless.
But he's got to keep that up for 12 rounds.
Thank
trying
you.
to get on the body.
He's been doing this for 20
get on the inside.
years.
Yeah, he doesn't.
But
He
still, 12 rounds getting
He's
peppered
been
by a
doing
jab.
this for 20 years, Andy.
Yeah, but if you're getting peppered by that jab constantly, it's going to wear you down.
He got peppered by the jab with Money May and still went the distance.
6'3". With
No, you've got to give this geezer more credit than
he's a world talent. He is a talent, without a shadow of a doubt. He is a world talent. But you got to put everything into the picture, haven't you? It's not just a matter about the height of him. It's about if you're constantly being hit, if you're constantly being caught. When you get to round 6, 7, 8, you're gonna feel it in a different world. Yeah. It's not like doing that in the first, second, third round. When you get into 7 and 8, and everything starts changing.
Yeah,
everything.
So if you're picking up the pace, if you're the one picking up the pace.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah. If Canelo dictates it, then yes.
Hey, Tony, the other day you took Umar Sadiq to Russia against Chudinov, right? Do everyone saw that fight in it? Yeah, and then he couldn't keep him off, right? But it's just the thing. When everyone's talking about the jab, well, see when he gets past the jab, he don't need to fight him. All he needs is hold him like Klitschko and lean on him, lean the weight on him, and that tires out his legs. What I'm saying. If Callum fights him up close, he's gonna get knocked out. That's how that.
Without a doubt.
He's good to go.
EJ, how is Callum Smith gonna keep Canelo at the end of the
He's got short arms.
No,
No,
that's what I'm trying to say. You're talking from your heart. You're not thinking, fam. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen.
What's the space? We gonna hey.
You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, sure.
It ain't gonna happen.
EJ Boxing Live coming back on here. And certain man's eating the crow. That's what I'm saying.
No. I'm being patriotic, and I'm saying Callum on points. But
I'm just being analytical.
How many times as British people, it's like the Orly Harrison syndrome. You think that Orly Harrison just gas up, man? You're all there, and then we come home. Are we going?
Leave my Ubi alone.
That was different.
Leave my Ubi alone.
That was different.
What I'm trying to say is that we as Brits, we're so patriotic. Sometimes we actually we're not looking at the facts. We're not looking at the facts. And I just think that that's why I say this fight here, I'm going strictly with my heart, not my head. Because my heart wants Callum to win.
Yes.
But yes. I'm saying I want Callum to win. So more belts back in the UK.
Yes. Yeah, but what this is analytics. This is it's not Patriot.
Yeah, but
if you want Callum to win by default, we're all British.
100%.
No, but we're here to analyze and see the likelihood of what fighter's strengths will prevail over his or her opponent.
Yes, and
Tony, you got feedback. Tony and Zab got feedback. I think Tony and Zab got some feedback going on.
Yeah,
no, it's Tony. It's Tony.
But having said all of that, you know, we it's all right for all of us to sit here and say, yeah, stay behind your jab, fam. When Canelo's coming in your face, the aura, bro, the aura. It's another thing that people don't understand.
He's fit, you know. He's fit, you know.
I told you.
You're gonna see.
I have been this close to Canelo.
Have you seen his knee injury? His knee injury today.
I don't know about all of that.
Knee injury. He was wearing a brace against Triple G in the last fight.
Yeah.
Most of the guys he faced, right? Most of the guys he faced, they either coming for him or he knows he's gonna look like Amir Khan. He knows he's gonna knock them out. This is a fight where I'm trying to tell you that De La Hoya wanted him to fight Yildirim because Yildirim again is another Kung Fu fighter. I remember again for the Mexican audience.
That's not why De La Hoya wanted to fight. No, the reason why De La Hoya wanted to fight Yildirim, because remember, we were supposed to fight Yildirim. But the reason why De La Hoya wanted to fight Yildirim is the fact that he would earn just as much money. It would be a minor risk for a great reward. Now, Oscar De La Hoya is trying to keep all the money. So he ain't about giving man 50-50. You see what I'm saying? He's not about that. He just wants to get the easiest fight and the most money. Whereas,
so he can sniff it.
Whereas he said, with Canelo wants the biggest challenges, and that's what it's about.
Yeah, you know? I respect it because he's been out of the ring for 13 months. He could have come in and thrown his weight around and said, you know what? I'm gonna have this is the fight that I want to have, and nobody would have said no because whoever's going to promote it is going to make money. But I respect the fact that he has picked, you know, but then you also have to respect the fact that Callum has taken the fight with only 4 weeks notice.
That is a very, very good point. That is a very, very good point. What we're not looking at. Remember, Canelo picked Smith. It wasn't Smith picked Canelo. Canelo picked Smith.
Yeah.
So we all have to remember that. But I mean, listen, this is the great thing about boxing. You know, we all have opinions. We all think that we know what the other person should have done on the night. But on the night, it's going to be Joe Gallagher and Callum Smith, and they got to come up with this game plan to be arguably the hottest commodity in the sport of boxing presently. And that's what I think. But you know what? We ain't even touched on our homeboys. You know, Craig Richard is fighting Pitters tonight. Tonight.
I don't know. Sorry.
Man needs to talk on that because that's a good fight, you know. What do you think about that, Xavier?
That's a good fight. Damn good fight. It's like a 50-50. I like that fight, man.
I like that. Definitely.
What weight class is this? Because
light heavyweight.
So 175, like Ant, yeah.
Yep. They're all in the same division. I mean, listen, I've seen Shakan. I wasn't really impressed with him when he fought Dex Spellman.
Yeah.
Because they were talking about fight of the year. At that level, you shouldn't really be in fights of the year. You get what I'm saying? Or maybe it's because I'm looking at because you see what Andy
was. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at from that angle.
Craig Richards, a lot of people underestimate Craig, but he's a good fighter. He's a good fighter. And Craig has got a solid jab. People don't realize Craig has got a jab as well. They're talking about Pitter's jab, but Craig's got a jab.
Yeah.
Craig's body. I mean, I trained Craig, so I normally watch him come up from the amateurs. Craig is one of them fighters. He's deceptive. He's very, very solid. His body's hard, you know, and he can punch as well. So I think it's going to be a very, very good fight, as Xavier said, as Tony said.
Yeah.
Good fight.
Well, so we got good. We got. So what do you want to go on to? We'll briefly just go on to the and.
That's what I'm trying to say. You see, this sport is a deadly sport. Last year, man was wearing GGG t-shirts.
I know.
Then it went to DDD t-shirts. Now, man, ain't got no triples on their shirt, fam.
They just got L's.
This sport is serious, eh? I told you, this sport you're forgotten about in a blink of an eye, mate.
It's fickle, like the music industry.
In a blink of an eye.
Blink of an eye.
Fans become haters. Haters become fans. Bro, you just gotta stay focused. You know, you just gotta
see that comment, see it there?
You just gotta stay focused.
Before YouTube said GGG ain't worth watching.
Last year,
it's the part of the school librarian.
But let's go into that fight. Chann.
What's he called that? How do you pronounce his name?
I said it before. Shirimeta. Camille Shirimeta. I'll give you the breakdown.
Yeah, give me the breakdown.
21-0.
Yeah.
Ranked 23 in the world according to BoxRec.
Yeah.
He's number 3 in Poland. So he's number 3 in Poland. What chance has he got against GGG? Bro. Let me tell you what's happening. This is what
he's
the reason
making
why
the money.
100%. But the reason why they've done GGG on Friday and Canelo Saturday is because GGG is going to knock over this guy.
Right.
Canelo's going to knock out Smith. And then they're going to set up GGG v Canelo 3. And Oscar De La Hoya ain't going to have nothing to do with it.
Yeah, this time round. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what it is. Because
they don't have to do that to us, though, man. Please. That's just like...
No. But listen, I still think it's going to be a good fight because GGG, he's strong, he's determined. You know, listen, he's only lost once, and that's against Canelo.
I know, but...
And that was debatable as well. That was subjective as well. So
we don't have to go back to see. There's no need for that to happen. Like, we don't have to see him fight Triple G again.
I think it'd be a good fight. I would definitely watch it.
Yeah.
I would definitely watch it.
There's I'm just going Triple G. I see what he looks like in weigh-in. Yeah, he looked good. He's looked the best that I've ever seen him. Mad pale geezer, isn't he? But he looked.
Sorry. Yeah, he did.
The age of his face looks different from the age of his body now.
Yes, that's a very good point.
If anybody's picking and choosing, it's Triple G.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's not Canelo. It ain't Canelo. Canelo's facing the biggest challenges, you know, and the ones that make money. The ones that make money. One thing I would say regarding the Canelo and Smith fight.
Yeah.
My fear is most of Joe Gallagher's fighters, they always get stopped on the ropes with body shots. It's always a body shot, and I just think that. When I say most of them, I'm just saying like the time, you know, the ones that we can remember, which is again his brother Liam, Stephen Smith. I remember him getting stopped on the ropes. I think he got stopped on the ropes as well. I might be wrong. Xavier and Tony can back me up on that.
Has he got the tall guy as well, the one that boxed Frank Buglioni? Is he with He's not with
Callum Johnson. He just got bludgeoned by Beterbiev. Really. You know, he dropped Beterbiev, which is amazing.
Yeah,
in the end,
great shot.
Yeah, but in the end, you know, he got. That's what I'm saying. Joe Gallagher again. To me, he's the most experienced trainer in this country in big fights in recent years. Yeah. You know, because I was at, you know, we fought on the undercard of Liam Smith against Canelo. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. The sound of Canelo's punches is mad, bro.
Yeah,
they just sound different. They sound different. But then again, the brother, having been in the ring with Canelo, might have got out of that fight saying, you know what, my brother can beat this kid.
That's what he was saying. Yeah.
One of them said it in an interview. Said that Canelo's punch is tolerable. He said, I don't know if it was Callum or his brother on IFL. I watched it earlier today. I can't remember if it was. It's probably I don't think it was Callum saying it. It was someone else.
Nah, it's got to be Liam. It's got to be.
Yeah. So he was saying, he said, don't get it twisted. Like he punches, but it ain't something that it would like. He thought, oh my god, this is mad.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
But he got broke up by body shots, and that's what I was saying. The head punches, it's like Mexicans can take head punches all day long.
Right.
You can hit them with a baseball bat. They're not dropping on the floor.
Right.
When you but equally, when you touch them to the body, you know, it weakens them. But they're great body punches. So I think definitely tomorrow night it's not gonna be a headshot. It's gonna be body shot. It's gonna be a body shot. It's gonna be a body shot. So I'm looking forward to it, definitely.
So am I. That's the only way that I see it with. But you're going for a KO. Xavier, where are you going for again? You going points or KO again?
I've got. It's a difficult one. I've got Canelo late. Like maybe between rounds 9, 10, 11.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm saying the first round for me is gonna tell everything. The first round is gonna show me where. If I start seeing Smith backpedaling, it's done.
Trouble.
Yeah.
Trouble.
It's done.
Yeah.
If I start seeing him trying all that back foot boxing business, with Canelo, that ain't working, fam.
Yeah.
You might as well just go in there. Says, go in there and just stick it on him. You understand?
Yeah, God's blazing.
You're there now, you know. Yeah, but we can talk about it. But again, it's different when auras come face to face. You actually remember, Canelo was the bigger man against Floyd.
Yeah,
Floyd went straight in there and him on the back foot.
Floyd was on the front foot.
You understand? No. Yeah. Floyd was on the front foot and Canelo was
had Canelo on the back foot.
That's the aura. That's the aura, Shan. So that's the aura of the man. So will and the experience. So a lot of it is gonna be that the opening bell is gonna tell us a lot about
everything, isn't it?
About how it's gonna end.
Big up the zone for putting on this fight. You know, it's
for 199.
For 199, fam. Anybody's card declined for 199, I can't respect it.
So yeah, listen,
guys.
Let's start training now. So
I'm gonna everybody. Thank you for the questions. Xavier, massively appreciative. Thanks so much. Have a great session. You know, I'll tap in with you anyway. And T, you know how we do.
Come on, dream it, believe it, become it all day.
Nonetheless, Boxology. God.
God. Big.